So my name's Ross. I'm a member of the Melbourne Silver Mine, and this is my camera. If I was to take a photo of a dit, I'd do something like this. Well, I guess I started with film, as most people did more than 5 years ago, and I really enjoyed it at the time. And I only started shooting digital quite recently, a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, and I guess I thought that would be the new way that I would do things, but I missed a lot of things from film. I guess I find a lack of anticipation with digital. It is instant feedback, and I don't really like that. I kind of like having to decide what the photo is going to look like before I take it, rather than sort of looking at it as I take it. I find with digital, I've even tried to discipline myself not to do this, but I find with digital, I just shoot a lot and just look at what's good and what's not, and then it doesn't really matter if I've taken a lot of crap photos, as long as one's good and it's there. That's all that matters, and it detracts a little bit for me. I don't know. Plus the quality, there's tones and colours, and there's just a feel of film that I just prefer. So yeah, I decided to go back, pretty much. I guess I found Flickr first, which is the biggest medium that the Melbourne Silver Mine works through at the moment. And I was just looking for other people who shot film on Flickr, and I just stumbled across this group of people who not only shot film but were located where I live in Melbourne. So I thought, well, that's just like me. I should meet up with them. So I did, and they seemed like a really nice group of people, and it seems to be good to have other people to go shooting with, and also just talk about photography and film and things like that. So I find I shoot more having the influence of the Silver Mine around, and I've learned a lot. Yeah, I guess just to find, I didn't know anyone with similar interests in photography. I know plenty of people who love photography and go shooting a lot, but I never really knew anyone who specifically liked shooting film. And the Silver Mine is obviously full of people who specifically like shooting film and do it in Melbourne. So just finding people with the same interests, I guess. Well, there's a monthly meet organised through the Melbourne group. So just generally any photographers, any people interested in photography in Melbourne, not specifically film shooters. That group organises a meet every month. So the Silver Mine generally, most of us, there's a good showing from the Silver Mine there, and that's probably the most regular time when we meet up. But there's also quite often just times when everybody just meets up and walks around the city. So there'll be 3 or 4 people, just a photo walking around the city taking photos, or somewhere else other than the city, you know. So I'd say probably every couple of weeks or few weeks there would be a little get together, of some sort. So I really like being in the Silver Mine. It's a great community. I learn a lot, and if there's ever a question I have about photography in general or film specifically, I can ask it in the Silver Mine, and there's always someone who is willing to help, and generally someone who knows how to help with the specific problem. So whether I haven't been developing my own film for very long, so that's something that I quite often have issues with, and there's quite a few people on the Silver Mine that are pretty adept at developing their own film, so they've always got tips and tricks and solutions when I have problems, and that's very helpful like that. And it's also one of the big reasons that I wanted to join was that they do a regular, or not lately, but usually they do a regular group order from America of films and things like that. So that's really handy just to save money. Makes the membership worthwhile. Well, we quite often just get together for some drinks, just at a pub or something like that. There's a few occasions while I've been a member, that we've gone to a gallery opening or something like that, just to check out somebody else's photos, inspiration, just to see what's going around it. Yeah, there's quite a lot of just going to the pub. So it's more of a social group than really making sure that you're getting out there shooting. It's more just social, yeah. I guess for me it is mostly just a social, a group of friends really that happens to, share the same interests in film photography. So there's always something to talk about, something to do. But I mean, there's no particular outcome that I want from my membership at the Silvermine. More just I enjoy being a part of the group and being around people who have similar interests. Yeah. Wanting to participate, which is a really good opportunity for someone who hasn't really exhibited before, a chance to get your photos into an exhibit and seen by art lovers and photography lovers. And I've never had, I guess, to do that yourself, to put an exhibition together and put your own photos up is pretty hard to do, quite expensive. So a lot of people in Silvermine wouldn't otherwise have that opportunity. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. It's very easy to join. Whether you're looking on Flickr, which is where a lot of the discussion and people posting their photos happens. There's several people on there who are part of the Silvermine committee. Any of those people can handle membership. Or if you're looking at the Silvermine website, there's actually a link on there where you click and it takes you through to a form that makes you a bona fide member.